Touchpads suck.
So we're just waiting on some minor technical difficulties.
Mouse is fucked up, so I have to use this touchpad on my laptop, and
Yeah.
it's
Pretty sure the mouse just has to be unplugged and then plugged back in.
Oh, I tried that, and it's on the same thing as the keyboard, so
Oh.
it like just jitters all over the screen and won't do anything.
Mm. Huh. You're not broadcasting sound anymore for some reason.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. No, you're gonna have to close your. Okay, before you check, I'm gonna mic check real quick. So, Kukulu, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm gonna mute now.
Test? No? Okay.
Kukulu, did you hear him just now?
No.
Kukulu, did you hear him just now?
I hear
No.
Kukulu now.
Alright,
but
good. Can you hear me?
No, I can.
Yeah, I hear you,
I
Josh.
can hear you.
Alright,
Can you hear
The only
me?
time I can hear him really is through your mic.
okay.
Test? Can you hear me? Hear me, Josh?
Okay, so Kukulu, I think you're gonna need to refresh yours again because I can hear him and he can hear me.
Okay.
This is strange. Very, very strange.
Especially with only 3 people, it's having this.
Okay, Kukulu, are you there?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna have Thrasham do a check again.
Test? Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay.
Yes. Let there be sound.
And there was sound. Okay.
Right.
Alright. So, yeah. Kukulu, you see this light emanating from within, and it's getting closer and closer and closer.
light
and it's
is-
up to here now. So everything inside is illuminated ambiently. And you see this yellow puddle right here, which has dried over time, and there's like fuzzy gray tube-shaped mounds of filth in the center of it. And you see this dwarf coming towards you. Go ahead and describe him.
So, he's a
Mounted.
moderately tall for a dwarf, like 5'6" or so, I can't remember. But he's pretty tall. He's got black hair and black beard. A really intense look to his eyes. Like, he looks relatively young, like his beard's just barely coming in. But he just has like a wisdom to himself that makes him think experience. He's got a really fine set of shiny plate mail that has like dwarf carvings and runes all over it, and has like a helmet that looks sort of like two big ass bull horns off of it or whatever. He's got a nice fancy axe in his belt and a shield on his left arm, and he's just sort of strolling forward, and the armor is just glowing with light. Like the light that you saw coming forward is just coming from it.
And Kukulu, do you have spellcraft?
No.
Okay.
Forbidden from taking it, in fact.
Okay. Alrighty.
Forbidden knowledge.
It is.
And Thrasham, you see a mongrel man, which you have encountered before, standing before you. Well, not directly before you. He's quite a distance away, actually. But he's outside, and it looks like he's holding a plate which has been just completely emptied, and a glass of water, which he has emptied as well. And he's standing like right next to Azuro, basically, where he was until he backed away.
So Thrasham will just nod towards Azuro, figuring that if he hasn't been stomped into the ground yet, he must not be causing trouble. Thrasham will look towards the figure and go, "Who are you, and what are you doing here? I've never seen just one mongrel man turn up somewhere."
Cuckoo!
Yes. He looks towards his birds. No, they're not talking. So what brings you to this part of the forest?
My feet. I look down. Look back at him.
Yes. Well, gets you something? You know, it's not very safe out here to be out alone. Even for a poor creature like you.
He looks around at the rest of them. Cuckoo! Not alone. Oh!
Have you had an unfortunate encounter with the undead that we hear of or something? Supposedly in this area?
Like, he jumps up and looks around. Undead? Undead? Where?
There's none right here right now, but we've heard tale of zombie uprising of sorts to the north of here.
Okay. I won't go north.
Well, actually, we are going north to try to stop it, but I think south east a little bit, you should run into a town called Gronar if you were really looking for safety. Although there's usually safety in numbers if you wish to travel with us.
Oh, towns are bad. Towns are where the mean folk live.
Sometimes, yes. Although they've been relatively understanding in my case.
I don't
Kukulu,
see a case.
Kukulu, go ahead and roll an intelligence check. So if you click on your token, there will be a button that pops up in the top left corner of the screen. One says ability check, another one says skill check, and another one says initiative. If you click on the ability check one, there will be a drop-down menu that pops up. If you click on the drop-down menu and select intelligence and then hit enter, it will roll an intelligence check for you.
Looks like no.
Okay.
Just slightly beyond your grasp.
He just stares at you with a blank look.
So Thrasham's like, well, you're welcome to find shelter with us if you want, or you can strike on your own, although this forest is pretty dangerous.
I found shelter. Points at the cave.
Yes, it is currently unoccupied if you want to spend time in here, but it's horribly nasty, like giant lakes of piss and shit just floating everywhere.
Ha ha ha. You've never lived with Mongrel Man.
I think even for your standards, it's a little subpar. We
Shrug.
just have a little bit to wrap up inside here. We'll be ready to set out later if you want to join us. Otherwise, there are some straw beds, rotting, moldy straw beds, and nice loaves of shit you could eat, I guess, if you stay.
I'll get more food from the magic horse, Kryn.
Yes, the Kirin can make food and drink and even materials at will, but yes, you'll never go hungry with our group. Baranar True Silver herself, the great goddess, has provided all of our needs in food and drink.
Kind of stares at you and is nodding along while you talk.
Are you interested in finding the goddess? Even one such as you should be able to find hope in the divine.
Is she a long walk away?
She's always with you. She's omnipresent. Guides your actions.
He peers around behind him and kind of looks to the left and the right, and kind of up above. Oh, okay.
Don't worry. You'll find her soon. I have faith.
Kookaloo, are you getting these whispers?
No, I'm still not seeing those. Where they're on the Roll20 site, right?
On
Yeah,
the very
okay.
far left, there's a button that has all the text when you come up.
It's in the
If you
top
have-
right corner. There are several tabs, and the one all the way to the left is the chat tab. I was wondering why you weren't reacting to that.
Yeah.
Alright. I see the chat tab,
Okay, did you click on it?
and I have. Yeah, and all I can see are my
It'll-
dice rolls.
It should say something like "from Dungeon Master," and
No, all I see are the dice rolls.
have you scrolled down all the way to the bottom, or is it at the top where the last put stuff in?
Here I'm all the way. Da-da-da-da. Whoa,
I just type there. General message.
No, yeah, I don't see anything.
Can you see what Thrasham just typed?
Yeah, I saw. Are you seeing this? And you see this?
Okay.
Now
yeah.
I see it. Now I see it.
Okay.
See, can you see this by the GM? Yeah. But I haven't seen anything else. Those are the first two things I've seen.
Can you see the one under the one I sent you? Well, sent everybody.
No.
Okay, so at 10:36 a.m.
I just saw Thrasham say test.
So I whispered to him test, and that seemed to work.
Okay, I think it's because your name on here is still Jason B. Okay, so in the top right-hand corner, there should be a gear that says My
the
Settings. Okay, so go ahead and click on that.
Got it.
Right.
And then change my name to the character name.
Yeah, change your name to Kookaloo rather than Jason B. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a recap of the things that I've been whispering to you. So far you've gotten, let's see, 1, 2, 3, for... Okay, so far you've earned 800 experience points for role-playing so far. Okay?
Nice.
Plus that 200 for showing up on time adds up to 1,000 so far, okay?
So you're pretty close to a level, I think.
Fairly close.
Bards are pretty low. They're like a thief, I believe, right?
Yeah, they're 1250. Okay, so you've earned 1,000 points so far. And then, yeah, I sent you a whisper saying, you smell hideous things emanating from the cave before you. The food tastes delicious. The gravy reminds you of herbs you used to eat in your home forest. Let's see. The dwarf somehow looked familiar for a second, but you can't place the face. That was immediately after you failed that intelligence check.
Okay.
And then the dwarf still somehow seems familiar. That's the last whisper I sent you.
Okay.
Okay, can you see the
Yes.
one? Okay, good. All right,
Yeah.
good. Sweet. Now we've got that working. All right. Okay. So yeah, you just finished looking around up and down and stuff and saying like,
Can't find that goddess nowhere.
Don't worry. She'll reveal herself to you in time. As long as you have faith.
He kind of blushes.
So, yes. We, encountered this cave, and it had a troll hosting an undead party of sorts. It had what looked like an adventuring party, skeletons around a table, and he was talking to them. It was...
He's not very smart. Cuckoo!
Well, you know, tries, I guess. But he's dead now. Our party was just gathering up the loot to identify and divide up later. Fortunately, some of my party fell asleep, so it's a tough going. But we were just going to transport it back to my stronghold and look at it later. Don't want to waste too much time on it. It'll take a long time for to divine the secrets of it.
Cuckoo will help for more food.
You'll always have food around here. He'll never go hungry. Trust
Oh.
me.
Well, then I'll help you.
Alright. So, Thrasham just leads you in the cave and says, mind the puddles.
He doesn't. I won't leave more than right here at the mouth, right inside.
You don't want to go? You won't go in?
This is about as far as he'll go in.
Well, Thrasham says, if you want, you can wait out here. It'll just take a little bit of time. Back in. And he motions Azro to come in because he's going to need his help.
Just watches these. I'm just gonna hang out and kind of observe these animals that are just seeming to mill about.
Yes, these are my friends. She'll keep you good company.
Nods. Starts making calls for any sounds they make. Just mimics them.
That is weird.
And I'll just wait.
So Thrasham just piles up all the treasure and makes a portal and tosses it through to his base.
are you able to hear the soundtrack, Cuckoo?
No, I can't hear it.
Okay. You hear this big elephant trumpeting.
I will trumpet it back.
Little bit. Like a little baby elephant.
Well, I can't do a really big elephant with my beard, so because my lips are too hairy.
There we go. I am going to retrieve my violin from my backpack and just kind of play while I'm waiting.
Ah, okay.
That made with real cat guts.
So, the weather today is pretty stormy.
Is that after we reduced it, or is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Because I think it was hurricane again or whatever.
Yeah, it was worse than storm, and you reduced it to storm. So, standing just inside the cave, you're sheltered from the rain, Kukulu, which is pretty nice, you know, being...
Not wet.
Well, you are wet from trudging through the rain for a couple days since you saw your newfound family just slaughtered. And, you know, having a full belly and shelter from the rain, it kind of warms your heart a little bit. Like, maybe things aren't so bad, things are kind of starting to look up. And hearing the trumpeting of the elephant, maybe, is kind of heartwarming a little bit. Especially seeing how he's so disciplined and well trained.
I'll just continue to play and wait on them. He's not really interested in moving too far into the cave. It's a horrible smell. He doesn't seem to like the smell at all.
Right. It is a really, really terrible smell. It's like Windex mixed with an outhouse. Basically, is what it smells like. Yeah. Just
Ammonia. Nice.
Yes. Ammonia and outhouse smell. Just a horrific smell. But it is kind of nice to be out of the rain. And the damp air kind of seems to make the smell a little worse, but it's, you know, slightly more bearable than the feel of the cold rain hit your body.
You know it's bad. You don't even see any rats.
Yeah, no rats. So what's Thrasham's group doing?
So you know he's just continuing to pile everything up, and then have Azuro open a portal and toss everything into his strong.
All of it?
Like all the treasure shit, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Because we can't sort it now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So. Yeah.
It's too much to carry too.
And those are 10 feet wide, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this portal kind of pops up out of nowhere, and bloop, it's there.
Yeah.
So you guys grab all these treasure chests and stick them in there, and they, boom, disappear. Alright. And what do you do next?
Okay, so and none of the got the backpacks and shit off the.
I think some of the other players grabbed some things.
Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. So and then Thrasham will just nod to Azuro and tell everybody to start getting out of the place, and we'll continue on to Grono, I guess, right?
Okay.
Or wait, was this the? This is the cave in the town we saw, right? From a distance.
I'm gonna
it was like
take you to the map now, so I'll show you exactly.
'Cause I know we were heading towards what looked like a cave. I don't know if this was a cave or.
Okay, so this is the random cave. Whoops. This is the random cave that you guys saw from a distance, alright?
Okay.
And I'm gonna make the name of the cave known, actually. So yeah, it's Lonesome Troll's Cave, which is the cave that you saw from a distance, and you're inside of it right now. It is actually technically a random cave.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't know if it was the one on the map or just something we encountered, you know, like the leprechaun thing, you know.
Yeah, it's something that someone else encountered randomly, and I made a map. So, there's that. So, yeah, everybody's right here.
All right, so I guess we'll start going southeast towards Gronar now.
Okay. Well, it is rather late in the day.
Okay,
you
well,
actually got to the cave at 6 p.m. So everybody is basically tired and hungry, except for Kukulu is not hungry.
Yeah. Okay,
No,
so
he-
we'll set out camp outside of the place.
Okay.
And just make our little house appear, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, Kukulu and the party comes back out of the cave. You'll notice for a few seconds, and like this giant mound of earth or whatever just rises out of the ground, shapes itself to look like a boulder, and the door opens, you know.
What is this now?
Go ahead and describe it again.
Okay, so, you know, Azro concentrates for a second, and a giant, like, mound of earth rises out of the ground, shapes itself to sort of look like a boulder, and then, like, a door opens up on the front, and you can see, like, a firelight or whatever coming in from the inside, and it looks sort of like a nice cabin floor and everything.
I've never seen a magic rock. Kookaloo!
Thrasham's like, yes, that's just something Azro can do. It's surprisingly useful at keeping the party safe at night. In fact, rest easily inside with all the comforts of an inn, basically.
Your magic horse Kryn is very handy.
Yes, I was truly blessed by the goddess when he came.
I need to find me a magic horse.
We have encountered some unicorns and pegasi, but it's truly an act of the gods for a Kirin to bless a mortal with their presence, usually.
Nods.
If you keep the faith, I'm sure goddess will reward you.
I don't know where I was supposed to get that faith, but I've looked in all my pockets and I have none. Kookaloo!
Well, maybe we shall. If you come with me tonight, I can read you a few prayers. Can help you find the faith.
I've looked in my pockets. I'll check my backpack next.
Yes, it's always where you least expect it.
I'll follow them into, if they go into this cave first, I'll follow them in. Or the rock.
Yes, the whole party will start to go in afterward. And Thrasham will get near, like, the table and say, in Baranar True Silver's name, let us never go hungry, and he just, like, appears for bread. Magical, holy bread food.
Yeah. So, Kukulu, as you enter, you see that fire is already lit in the hearth here. There's a broad and actually, this isn't even what it looks like, so I'm gonna put something else down. I have a new cabin.
You find one that looks a little better?
Oh no.
World, it's changing.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on a second. Oh my god. Come on. Alright, did it pop up? There we go. Alright. Boom. There it is. Alright. Yeah, so, this, yeah, this is what the cabin looks like, actually. So there's a entrance here, here, and, right here. And, there are individual bedrooms.
Cool. The other one was just sort of like a shack.
Yeah. And each room has its own little, I guess, light-bearing heat source.
A lamp or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. And some of them have desks, like this one has a desk. Yeah, unfortunately this one doesn't have a, like a hearth like the other one did, but
Yeah.
this one actually has individual bedrooms and stuff. And these two rooms have bunk beds, actually. So there's one on top, one on bottom. Okay. And it's pretty cozy. Like, there's a hardwood floor and blankets and pillows and stuff like that. The beds are fairly soft, or as soft as rope bed can get, you know. Rope beds are... It's basically a wooden frame, and then there's essentially a net that has been placed inside of it, and then there's like a feather-filled bag that's used as a mattress.